Hello, welcome to the last week of mathematics in 5th grade. This is your repaso, your review, volume 1, fractions. And we're just going to start with simplifying fractions in this video because you always have to simplify fractions. Whether you're doing addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, anything, in the end, it usually says, now simplify. So let's just talk about that. That's all we're going to talk about right now. A fraction, as we know, you know what I could do? I could get a book. Like this. Oh, that's so much easier. 1/4 is the same as 1 divided by 4. So fractions just represent division. There are 4 parts. Think of it as your pizza, classic pizza. Put this down a little bit. You're going to divide it into 4 parts. And how many fourths are there? There's 1. That's it. So it's division. So simplifying fractions is what I want to talk about in this video. That's it. When you've got a fraction 1/4, you do not need to simplify because the number on the top is a 1. It's as small as you can get it. Simplifying, you want to make it as small and simple as possible because no one wants to deal with 500 1,000s. It's a lot of numbers to deal with. You want to simplify that and make it smaller. And the way you do that is that you look to see if you can divide the top number and the bottom number by the same thing. Let's look at 3/6. 3/6. I know that I can divide 3 by 3 equals 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. But I also know you can divide 6 by 3. What's 3 divided by 3? 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Divided by 3. So 3/6 is the same as 1/2. And it's much easier to deal with 1/2 than 3/6. So if your numbers on top and on the bottom can be divided by the same thing, do it and simplify it. This one up here, 500 and 1,000. 500 divided by 500 is 1. 1,000 divided by 500 is 2. So this is the same as 1/2. All right. So the trick is knowing that numbers can be divided by each other. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes they are big numbers. 7/9. The only thing you can divide a 7 by is 7. You can divide a 9 by 7? No. So you're done. 7/9 is simplified. 6/9. I can simplify that because I know that both 6 and 9 are divisible. You can divide them by 3. So you divide 6 by 3 and 9 by 3, and you get 2/3. When you're simplifying, always, you have to divide by the same number on the top and the bottom. Always has to be the same. If you can't figure out what's the same, like 7/9, then you're done. What else? Oh, what happens if the number on top is bigger than the one on the bottom? 12/8. This is going to be a little complicated. If the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom, then you can simplify that. How many 8s go into 12? So it's 12 divided by 8. You can put 1 8 into 12. How many do you have left over? 12 minus 8 equals 4. So you have 1 and 4 8s. 4 8s, can we simplify that? They both can be divided by what number? 4. So 4 8s, you can switch that into 1/2. And so 12/8 turns into 1 1/2. So if your number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom, always need to simplify it. Let's go backwards for a second, because sometimes when you are doing stuff like multiplication and division, you're going to need to complify it. You're going to change it from, you got 3 2/3. You want to change it into a number that doesn't have, it's not a mixed fraction. And so how do you do that? You multiply the top, the big number, 3, times the bottom number, 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And add it to the top. So 3 2/3 is the same as 3 times 3 is 9, added 2 is 11. 11 thirds. 4 1/5. 4 times 5 is 20. Add it to the 1. 21 fifths. Right? If you have, and this, I think, this is kind of connected to this other thing of what is 4/4? 4 divided by 4 is 1, right? How about 8/4? 8 divided by 4 is 2. So if you've got 2 1/4, 2 is what? It's the same as 8/4. Add it to that. That would equal 9/4. All right. I'm going to simplify one more and then I'm done. These are just quick little reviews. Clean. I'm going to simplify 7 21sts. I can divide both of those numbers by what? By 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 1/3. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. What the heck? 10 15ths. I can divide both 10 and 15 by 5 because I know that any number that ends in 0 or 5 can be divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 2/3. Same thing. All right, that's it. That was it. It was just giving you some simplification reminders.